Hey guys, what up? Happy New Year. This is Matt here for Just for Fun. We're going to do another holiday cube draft, which is the powered cube. And let's see, what we open. Instead of trying to force something this time, I think I'm going to stay open, see what's available. Although if I open tendrils, I'm going to try to force storm. But let's, um, let's see what we get here. Maybe try a better strategy than usual. Last couple times forcing was work for us, so we'll see. Okay. I was thinking that a red green mid-range deck could be really good. There's a lot of cards that would go on that. This pack, looking at Sensei's Divining Top because it's kind of Mark Simon, because they kind of go pretty well in any deck. So that's tempting. That could lead us toward like a 5-color, awesomeness or a control kind of strategy. But I've got this red-green mid-range thing in my head, so I'm going to take a Huntmaster, which I know is crazy, and try to wheel like Elvish Mystic or something. More likely Huntmaster wheels than Elvish Mystic, so maybe I'll take that. Although it's a pretty weak pack overall. I'm going to take the Huntmaster. I know that's crazy, but I have this idea in my head because Domri I always see like last, and there's multiple Garricks, and we could just have like good mid-rangey beats. Okay, somebody passed Mox. Okay, this is an on-color Mox, so we're gonna take that. And hopefully we'll Bound Crag or Siege Gang Commander. I know I said I was not good at force, and now I'm instantly forcing. So yeah, I'm that guy. Um, Here I'm choosing between Harmonize and Tackler. Chandra Phoenix is always pretty decent too. Um, Venture is good, but that's a little high end. There's plenty of finishers, so I think Harmonize not a lot of card advantage in red green. So straight up draw spell to get a threat, finish the game. Drinking straight up water today. Okay, let's see what we got here. Relace? What does this do? So it makes elves, it destroys artifacts or enchantments. This seems pretty good. Stormbreath Dragon is great too, but I haven't played with this. And when in doubt, always the Planeswalker. I just like playing with them. They've been out a while now, I suppose, but to me, I stopped playing. I started playing in Revised. I stopped in after Invasion Block, and then I didn't start up again till Innistrad. And then when I first saw Planeswalkers, I had no idea what they did. I actually opened Liliana in a backpack, and Goblin Guide is good. Firebolt is really good though. So first strategy here. I'm gonna take the Firebolt. Maybe Goblin Guide will come back. I'm gonna take Goblin Guide. And so when I first saw the Planeswalkers, I had no idea what they did. There wasn't anything like in the pack to like explain it. So I had to look it up and try to figure it out myself. And until I saw somebody playing with it in a local game store, I had no idea what they actually did. And so I really haven't played that much with them. Um, they're very extensive on Moto or on Magic Online, excuse me. And so I don't have too many of them. I haven't played with them that much. So I use Cube as an opportunity to play with Planeswalkers. Well, this one's Commander set, so it's probably cheap, but seems like it could be fun. I don't know. Hoping to get Comries, Xenagos. I just want to do red green Planeswalker strategy here. happened? We froze up. Okay. Okay, we got some time left. That's fine. Really not terribly hot on any of the cards in this pack. Guess we could take a loam in case we get fetch lands. Goblin Welder is a thing. Warp is a thing. I mean, okay, I guess we took too long there. Sorry about that. Okay, Gaia's Cradle is just a ridiculous card. I'm just snap picking that. Move that to the sideboard. So now I'm hoping. I mean, we passed a lot of the little, mana dorks and other weenie type creatures, 2-drops. That we're gonna need some 2 and 3 drops to fill this out. And I'm hoping for 2 and 3 drops and 4 and 5 mana. 4 and 5 mana planeswalkers. That's what I want. I want to just do up mid range like this. Innistrad block. Limited. Black cards. Spike Shot Elder is okay. I'm not too hot on it. Fire Blast is a good. Fire Blast is a really good finisher. Kind of comes out of nowhere sometimes. Okay. We wheeled both of these that I was looking at. I'm going to take the Crag right now because I don't think we're going to be short on mid mana plays. And fixing is always valuable. Really want some 2 and 3 drops. We can go with the fundamentals here. Just have a nice curve. I mean, Holiday Cube, especially Holiday Cube. Everybody's doing busted stuff. So sometimes just relying on, the old bread and butter or bread type of strategy in draft, which I'll explain at some point what I mean by that. But just relying on having good cards and a nice curve, a nice mana that works, doesn't always work when people are doing like Time Vault or Tinker for Blightsteel Colossus. Wasteland here. Now I'm sad I didn't take that loan. Oh, great. Fireball came back. The Abyss. I don't know what against that. Yeah, so in Cube, not the best strategy all around kind of deck, but when people are doing busted stuff. But I think this is what I want to do, and I'm going to have fun doing it. So there. Um, Stomping Ground is good. Scavenging Ooze is really good. Mana Vault is just a busted card, though. So we're going to take that, and hopefully we get either Koth. There's a whole section of cards for us here that we can get back. So I'm going to take this because other people want it. Okay, and here we have some more good cards for us. We have 2 Planeswalkers and Master, which is Planeswalker-ish in a sense. It's removal. Fire Drinker's okay, but I don't want too many ones. This is good with Huntmaster. It could just have like a wolf theme. Chandra's card advantage in a red-green deck, so that's nice. I'm going to take Big G. Bring away more red cards than green cards, though. I'm going to take Chandra for mana considerations, and maybe we get one of those 2 back. If we don't, we don't, but we're doing okay here. Use a couple more removal spells, and then some. Really, we're screaming for 2 and 3 drops here, so that's what we're going to look out for. Mana Dorks would be decent to ramp us to our bigger stuff. Or like Rampant Growth. I don't know if that's in this cube. I don't think so. I haven't seen it in RC or whatever. Something like that would be decent. Channel. Jeez. Lightning Bolt. Birds. Channel is just such a busted card. Ah, man, that's tempting. God, how did that get passed? I'm gonna take birds. I know that's strange. Maybe Bolt is better, but I want to be able to get to my mid-rangey stuff. And yeah, that's just what I want to take. Bonfire. Oh, I love this card. Love this card. Bell and Bruska's in the same pack. I have a funny story about that. Ewit, Ewit does what we want here. Search is good too. Um, we have a lot of double symbols here. Bonfire is just a crazy card, but I don't have that much mana ramp. Signet could be decent. I think maybe I'm going to take Search here. Okay. Thragtusk is exactly what we want to be doing. Domri. Nice. I'm going to take Elder here with the thought that Domri will come back. Because who else wants a red-green Planeswalker, right? So we're filling in our slots here with some ramp. The story I have with Bonfire and Vraska is I was playing in a standard FNM, and dude I was playing against had like a black-green zombie deck and had, like Dreg Manglers and that kind of stuff, a lot Latrol, and he had Vraska, and I was playing a red-black control deck with mostly burn and removal that ended on Olivia Voldaren or Bonfire or Liliana, bad Liliana, the 4-mana one. I don't remember what it's called, but dude ultimated Braska against me. Had the 3/1/1 dudes. I and I hard cast Bonfire for 1 to kill them all. It was awesome. Um, Jeez, Kozilek. Now I wish I took Channel. Oh man, that would have been sick. Um, take Arbor Elf here. This does what we want. I'm pretty happy with this deck at this point. It's looking pretty sweet. Uh, Goyf is a thing. Yeah, I think we take Goyf here because we're hurting for 2 drops. Mortars is decent. I don't want to go as big as Primus. Hero is good. I'm gonna take Goyf. Okay. This pick is between Koth and Stomping Ground. I'm gonna take Stomping Ground. This way we're decent. It works good with Arbor Elf, and we're doing pretty good on fixing now. Okay, Big Garrick came back. So this is exactly what I wanted. If that Domri comes back, I'm going to be so happy. We're just going to do red-green Planeswalkers mid-range. Deck is looking sweet. We could use a couple more 2 and 3 drops and maybe some. I just don't want to play against this card. And the other cards I don't think I'm going to play. They don't really work much in this deck. Yeah, so a couple more removal spells would be good. God, Witness or Bonfire. I'm going to say Bonfire. It's a card I enjoy playing with, and that's why we're playing this. I'm really liking this deck, by the way. If you can't tell, it just seems like a fun, mid-rangey, just like, here's my cool stuff deck. Like, I love red-green decks, because, just like, everything's decent. Stunted Growth seems like it could be annoying to somebody, so I'll keep that in the sideboard for trolls, potential trolling. Still need 2 and 3 drops. Wildfire kind of pwns us, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Torch Fiend, okay, it's a 2-drop. It's might be main deckable in Cube. A lot of scary artifacts running around, We'll see. pack 3 maybe get something better. Oh, yeah, Inferno Titan is just one of those cards where if they don't deal with it, like, you win, and you tend to get advantage immediately off of it. Warren Power Stone is tempting too. That's a really good ramp spell. Um, I'm going to take Inferno Titan. In a game where you cast Inferno Titan, it's really hard to lose. Um, and maybe Wheels, Sarkin, Vengevine, Beast Within. There's lots of good cards in that pack. But that stuck out to me right away. Um, Wooded Foothills is nice, but I'm going to take Flame Tongue. That's just a perfect card. It does exactly what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're pretty close to having a playable deck here. Pack 3, it's kind of like you want to have almost a deck by the end of uh, Pack 2, and then Pack 3, you're just kind of upgrading things that you have in there already. T-Maw is pretty good. Reckoner is good, but the 3 red is kind of not my thing. Wolf here is like a nice big dumb dude. Like a lot of the pros hate on this guy in the cube, but he's really hard to deal with if you stick him with something else. God, no low drops here. I mean, Reckoner does fit our need here, but um, God, yeah, I think Wolf here he goes really well with Rashandra's Phoenix, some of our other cards. Um, I'm gonna, nah, that's crazy. I'm gonna take the dragon. Yeah, Reckoner, the 3, it's already looking a little scary on that. Here we got a lot of doubles and triples here. Although we're pretty even on in terms of cards, Crater's Claws looks interesting to me. Song of the Triads is just a good way to remove just about anything. Young Pyro is as Young Pyro does, but we don't have that many spells. Um, Llanowar Elves is always what it is. I feel like I take this because it deals with anything. It's a new card. I haven't played with it yet. That's another fun thing about Cube. You can play the cards you haven't played with yet. Um, and we'll see how it does. Maybe Creator's Clause will come back around. Not everybody's in the market for an X spell. It's a really good card in our deck here. We do have Manival and Mox and Gaia's Cradle for Rampage. So, uh, yeah, Burning Tree, that's a 2 drop. That does good things. Okay. Green Sun Zenith. Um, for a green creature, we really don't have that many green creatures. So, I mean, I could cast it for 2 as like a ramp spell. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty busted card in the right deck. I don't think I'm gonna play it, but I'm gonna take it at least. Keep from playing against it. Okay, these are 2 cards I enjoy playing with. Big Palooka and Hellrider. Hellrider could be really good in our deck. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. It's just a big dumb dude. Okay. Frenzied Goblin could be decent. Um, Molten Rain. Charles Eric. Always want to play with him, but I just felt like he should have done something, and he's a really good, but like there was just not a good fit for him at the time. Um, let's take Frenzied Goblin for our sideboard in case we get into a match that involves stalemates. Um, Vendrine, are we going to even run that? We have so many 4-drops already. Um, don't really have a way to pitch it. I'm gonna take out this moat because we just kind of like lose to it. Genesis Wave, yeah, that's kind of good. I don't know if we're gonna again. Not sure if we have enough ramp to play that. Our Elves helps that situation. Some tough cuts here, man. Tough cuts. I don't want to catch progenitus, so I'm gonna pick it to avoid that. This is a ridiculous card, and yeah. Gosh. Okay, so I set out what I intended to do. I'm shocked that Domri didn't come back around for me. That's really disappointing. I guess I could have taken it, but yeah. So I'm gonna put this here. Um, actually, this goes here. So we got 5 lands already, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 mana producing things. So let's say baseline lands is 17. For every 2 mana producing guys, I think you can take out 1 land. So I'm going to go with 15 lands and a Mox in this deck. Although Gaia's Cradle is kind of negative, so maybe we'll do 16 lands because this kind of sucks if you draw it without anybody. Goblin Guide is going to be good. So what am I thinking about cutting here? So -5, 28, and I want to get down to 24. So we got to cut 4 cards. We're kind of heavy on the top end, and okay, maybe Fire Blast we don't need. I think we have enough ways to end the game for sure. Maybe Torch Fiend is kind of weak. Lavamancer. We don't have that many spells that we're casting. Um, so now 5. Maybe I don't play Wasteland because I don't want to mess up my mana too much with all these colored symbols. Okay, so 4. So 25. So I want to cut at least 1 more card. And I think I don't have enough ramp for a Genesis Wave. Um, so let's see what this looks like now. Okay. This is more like, I'm going to put this here actually. 3, wait, I have 3 lands. Oh, and the ruby. That counts as 1. Hmm. Do I have enough? Well, now that I took out all the burn, is this any good? Maybe it isn't. Um, Sorry, I'm just tanking on this. We have a lot of, we do have a decent amount of removal with Firebolt, to a lesser extent Chandra, Song, Bonfire, Flame Tongue, Lucranos. We do have Inferno Titan. We're just like a good mid-rangey beats. Like I like our deck. If you cut one more card, Harmonize is good. You know, these I should really be counting as planeswalkers. Kind of count as creatures because they're proactive. Um, we don't have terribly too many reactive cards here. I guess we can cut a creature. What's our weakest creature here? Um, Emissary, I think, doesn't really do much in our deck. It's just a 2-drop dude. I mean, we can always board it in against some kind of crazy aggro strategy. So we have 24 cards, and one of them is Ruby, so 23 cards. I think this is good. This might be a little land heavy here. Okay, that seems like a reasonable mana base to me. Okay, so this is what we're going to go for, and we can always change things around. Obviously, you know, with these kind of drafts, it's silly to say, tell me how you would have drafted it differently, because every single person looking at this would take totally different cards. It's just all the most powerful cards in Magic, which is what makes it such a fun format. But how would you have built this what we did draft? Let me know about that. All right, I'm gonna submit. You know, and if we need to, you know, take out some mana, which might be the case, might not. I mean, I do have a lot of. I'm really heavy on 4s and 5s here, so maybe it's good to have mana. I just feel like if we can get to a point where we're enacting our game plan, this deck's gonna go really well. Problem is gonna be if we get run over by an aggro deck, which I think we're fairly set up to not do. We could get out of control. We have a lot of planeswalkers, so that fights that. We could just get comboed down with 0 resilience to that. So, you know, that's the thing. So let's see how it goes.